चलते 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 मुझे बाबा मिल गया है, मुझे बाबा मिल गया है। मेरे साथ चलते चलते, मेरे साथ चलते चलते।
दूर से खींचता है, सच है, उसकी वैल्यू है, उसकी कुछ वैल्यू नहीं है। बस अंदर से बार बार ये आवाज आएगा, मुझे सच चाहिए ना। दिल कहती है सच चाहिए ना, मन कहता है हाँ हाँ मैं भी थक गया हूं, थकावट है मन को बहुत, बटक बटक करे, थका हुआ है बेचारा। तो दिल साथ देती है, ठीक है, राइट है या नहीं बताओ सही। अगर दिल साथ न देवे तो मन बेचारा इतना थका हुआ भटका हुआ वो कैसे शांति से सोचे मुझे सच चाहिए। दिल साथ देवे, जब दिल साथ नहीं देती है ना तो ये कर्मेंद्रियां जो है, पुरानी आदतें जो है, वो दिल की भी नहीं सुनती है। आदतें हैं, आकर्षण है, फिर भी खींचोगी। ये नाम रूप देह दुनिया मोटे मोटे है बड़े, परंतु ये महीन है। उसके लिए पहले पहले बाबा हम बच्चों को समझाते थे, बच्चे सत्य को जानने के लिए बुद्धि विशाल दूरांदेश महीन चाहिए। बुद्धि फिर आती बुद्धि, समझा? पीस ऑफ माइंड तभी आएगा जब बुद्धि विशाल दूरांदेश, अंदाजा लगाए गलत क्या अच्छा क्या रंग क्या राइट, विशाल महीन चाहिए, डीप चाहिए। गहराई में जाएंगे।
मुझे बाबा मिल गया है, मेरे साथ चलते चलते, मेरे साथ चलते चलते। वही गीता बस गई है, वही गीता बस गई है। मेरा भाग्य बनते बनते, मेरा भाग्य बनते बनते।
Om Shanti. Adopt the culture of truth and good manners, the authority of true knowledge. Everyone has begun to understand that there is the one, but this is the one, and that this is the only one. Now plow the field of this upheaval. They have now reached the stage of saying that there are others too, and there is also this one. But now shoot such an arrow so that they say, this is the only one. The field is ready and will continue to be ready. But this new knowledge is the foundation, the newness, and the seed. They have the experience that this is altruistic love and spiritual love. But now, along with love, reveal that you are souls who have the authority of knowledge, the authority of true knowledge, then revelation will take place. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 13. Adopt the culture of truth and good manners. The topic is the authority of true knowledge. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Many ask this question, what is the difference between mind and the heart? What is there? Is it heart within the mind or? But heart basically, generally we say is our emotions, our feelings. Of course they arise in the mind, but they are very deeply connected with heart because intellect is connected with brain. So brain and heart are the part of the body, but deeply connected with the mind and intellect. That means whenever you have thoughts of happiness, your heart works very well. But if you have any worries, it affects the heart. So there is deep connection. So Dadi Janki always should tell us, keep your heart and brain very cool and calm. Because if you worry, then it affects your brain. And then Baba had been talking a lot about purity, but also cleanliness, unadulterated. There should nothing be mixed from tamo, rajo, but it should be sato. So sato is when there is truth, complete truth. New world, we call it Satyug, the age of truth. And then Baba says, Sato Pradhan stage. Sato Pradhan means only Sato, no Rajo and Tamo. So that kind of cleanliness and purity help us to have clear power to discern. That clarity comes from clean. So when completely clean, so that's the effort we have to make now. And then because we have true knowledge and we churn deeply that knowledge, subtle intellect, broad intellect, divine intellect, then it is clean, right? And we churn the knowledge of truth. That's the authority. So we have to give up all the power if we using of other authorities, but use the authority of knowledge. So Baba says everyone has begun to understand that there is the one, this is the one, and that this is the only one. So Baba says, now plow the field with this upheaval, create that upheaval, right? Because when they prepare the land, you can see the upheaval. They have now, I was talking about people, reached the stage of saying that there are others also, and there is also this one. But now, Baba said, shoot such a arrow that they say, this is the only one. There are many, and then they say, but like Brahma Kumaris is one. Generally, they believe, that if you have to reach mountain, there are many different paths. You will still reach. But this is the only. So Baba says that the field is ready and will continue to be ready. But this knowledge is the foundation, is newness, and Baba says the experience that this is altruistic love. And spiritual love, but now along with love, because everyone feels love when they come, but along with love, have the authority of knowledge. The authority of the knowledge then will reveal or have the revelation of the place. For many, many things, Baba's Yagya, Brahma Kumaris are known, especially for their love. But Baba says now, they should know it's not love, but from where that love is emerging. From Baba, from authority of knowledge. Right? The foundation in everyone's life of the true knowledge. Baba always say, Gyani to Atma, mujhe priya hai. Because then you are sensible. We were taught that any situation comes is to learn. Once I asked Baba, why so many situations come, and Baba said very lightly, to give you experience. Because it's like in college, school, tests are there, right? But to pass in the test means you are using knowledge. So whenever there is something, use knowledge. Then remember Baba. Lot of things actually majority of the things only Baba can solve. So we have to be detached observer, use the knowledge, power of yoga, and see the transformation. Because generally people say that you all don't have problems. What problem you have? We know what is the world. We know we are in Lokik world, so there are a lot of problems. Their problems are of different kind, and our situations are of different kind, right? So never get nervous or scared or keep saying there are a lot of problems. Yes, there are many challenges. I call them challenges. So when you say challenge, your strength will emerge and you will be able to solve them, resolve them, face them, whatever is needed, that power will emerge. And Baba is with me. Baba is my companion. Is Baba's task, but I am helper. And when I do, Baba is helper, right? So we are companions. Keep Baba with you. And Baba will touch your intellect and you will discern in the right way. Especially when you are altruistic. What do we want? We have all attainments. Only cooperation in God's task that's what we're doing, right? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti, Judy. Are you good?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm thinking about what you said. I'm thinking about discernment a lot and revelation. So I want to ask you a couple things. You just said in terms of carefree emperor to keep Baba with us. And we do that. But then there's things in front of us that they don't seem to be, they seem to be persisting. And it's like, how do we stay carefree when there's something in front of us that it doesn't seem to be changing, seems to be the same, and we're waiting for the right moment, and we don't seem to be able to change it. What is it that allows us to stay carefree when it doesn't seem to be changing, seems to be stuck? How do we stay carefree with that?
When it is stuck, just stop it in the sense that it will happen. Sometimes there is a situation and it disappears. Even we have forgotten about that.
Yeah.
I have seen so many, but then until our intellect and mind, it should be like that. It should be like that. Why it's not happening? Why it's not happening? Like so, our mind and intellect is very much connected with the situation. You are busy, and with the time, settling just happens. I remember in Peace Village one time, in the beginning, there were open cables, wires, very big size. So we all were concerned that one day if there is thundering or lightning or something happen, there will be fire.
Right.
But how do we remove them? And we are like concerned little bit. One morning around 10 o'clock, I'm hearing a lot of trucks coming.
Mm.
So we try to find out why they are here. They say these are the wires of the town. They had just put up, and we have come to take them. You know, so I was surprised that we had been thinking. So our thoughts somewhere are connecting, not as a worry, but we know this has to be resolved.
Okay. So
So
we'll
that
take it a little bit.
thought is creating somewhere in some people those waves of our thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
and change will happen. I have seen sometimes we lose patience tonight. We want to see it a particular way, a particular time, and we have anxiety.
Yeah.
And that anxiety is actually delaying things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
just have total faith. It will change. Nothing is forever. It's going to change. So have that patience, have that calmness, have that trust. And one day you will see it will happen. Lot of things happen, but then at the right time.
Right. So maybe a little
So
more faith.
remain carefree,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, that's good. So Didi, Baba gave us homework in the Aviak Murli. He told us to let our Aviak form be visible. And so I'm thinking about that. So 6 months is September 30th. So that means by September 30th, we should all be looking like angels, right? So what is it that allows us to make our Aviact form visible? Is
You
that
will see changes in you that before something happened, you will react or you want to respond. And now you just smile, right? You have patience, you have trust. That is making your stage aware. You know, if somebody says something, I can be in silence, right? I don't have to necessarily react or respond immediately. Just be in silence. Just be cheerful. Just be carefree. And these are awake or these are angelic qualities.
Mhm.
Like we saw Brahma Baba, whatever is happening, first Baba internally is drama, nothing new. It happened before now also. So Baba's face is carefree.
Mhm.
Anyone looks at Baba, he's always cheerful. So it's a awake stage now. That means your response to everything is coming through spiritual way, spiritual gestures. And
Right.
then you know that because Avyakt is also detached, Avyakt also is lovely, right? So every day we notice in ourselves. So what is happening is not what happened, but immediately what should I do?
Mhm.
Yesterday I went to Pandavavan, and you know that big revelation, renovation is going on, especially with the kitchen and everything is very old, right?
Yeah.
So I saw it, heard everything, what help they need, how we will inspire people to help. But immediately I had few ideas. So if we are not, sometimes our intellect is very much stuck
Mhm.
into what is not happening right or this should happen that. But if you are detached observer, whatever ideas will come in your mind, So angelic stage also is a stage where you don't take it like, how will it happen? This is not happening. That's not happening. But you give drishti, you have love, your intellect is very light. So angelic stage also is of detached observer. Many like, so your response is from equality, virtue,
Okay.
and any virtue will emerge, you use that. So that's angelic state.
So that's how you have all these ideas. When you show up anywhere, Peace Village, Pandav Bhavan, as soon as you look at the situation, you start having ideas. So we tend to wait wait for you to show up, knowing that you're going to have these ideas. So I think what you're saying is this is an aspect of that avyakt consciousness, that lightness. Yeah.
Yeah, don't get stuck
Mhm.
with the present situation.
Yeah.
It's not happening, this is not happening. Just keep focus, it will happen.
Yeah.
And when you have those powerful thoughts, then you get right ideas, what to do, how to do, whom to contact.
Yeah.
So this is like a व्यक्त way of working, then just get stuck with the present situation.
Right.
Clarity.
So we need a lot of attention on Dharna over this next 6 months if people are going to see us as angels by September. We have to keep that awareness.
Don't you think people see us angels now?
I think they do sometimes. Yeah, maybe not all the time, but sometimes I think they do.
Why are you saying sometimes?
Well, I know there are times, especially our close friends. I mean, Didi, they see you as an angel all the time. I have to say, and it gives them great comfort. A lot of our friends, a lot of our close friends, they wait for their chance with you because they feel that way. I think with the rest of us, I think they do sometimes. I think that we just have to make it all the time. We have to be more constantly. But I want to ask you one more thing because it's coming up a lot and it's about revelation. Baba has been saying in several cases about the newspapers. In the Bogue message on Daddy Janki's day, there's many people that have to be reached, lots of souls have to be reached. So I want you to just reflect in whatever way you know the media very well. We've worked with you with media for many years. Of course, there's the Guardian articles. Some of us in the US are starting to work on a newsletter. Everyone's trying to think, how do we reach so many people at this time when there's so much noise in the world, right? There's a lot of noise in people's minds. And so when Baba says this about the newspapers, how should we hear that? How should we listen to that?
I think there was a time the popular way was newspaper, but now I don't think people read newspapers much. Now, if we think about television, radio, it's 24 hours, right? And if you have a message for 5 minutes, not necessarily all the people will see that spot. So we have to think about something consistent, where like this tree thing, what is the newspaper?
Yes, speaking tree, is that what it is?
Navbharat, right? Is it in India?
Yeah.
But something, even it could be in the community. Sometimes if something international get lost, like if you put something in Times of India, no, or New York Times, unless even if that day maybe that people don't read newspaper,
Mhm.
but if you have within the community. Let's say newspaper, a peace village town. Everyone does in a smaller way, but the same message. I always believe that if it is in your community, everyone works in their communities. And if it's the same message, like during Million Minutes of Peace Appeal, one relative was doing, another was in Mauritius, third was in Thailand. Everyone start doing that. So some message which is kind of loving and striking, very sweet, but also very clear, should be given everywhere, everywhere. But of course, we have to think more. But also, what Baba meant is there are certain prominent people, they could be scientists, they could be religious leaders, they could be anyone. If they hear something which they feel is true, or if it touched them, they will talk about it. When Canon Kesson came to Madhuban, and he had certain experiences. Next day, whenever he went to New York, then he's talking in the church. And while talking, he had some or other he kept mentioning. So I think that people who can speak and those who have some kind of importance of people listening to whatever they say. I think little homework is required for us to sit together or keep doing it until we find even the right message, right? In that message, not even in us the trace of what is happening outside in the world. Because generally what we do, we prepare the ground by talking about what's going on. But we have to take them beyond that, right? As if nothing is happening. It's going towards new world, going towards peace, so that those deep emotions in the people, they will be touched, and they would want that message more and more and more. So anyway, we will think more about it. But yeah.
Yeah, when you come home, we'll
Mhm.
be ready to talk with you about that. I remember when Daddy, when we did the Images and Voices of Hope opening program, and there were, I want to say, 600 people in that auditorium. And she walked down to the front and she said, I can promise you there's going to be a golden age of happiness and purity. Nobody laughed. Everybody was hoping that she's right. So, all right, when you come home, we'll take your help on this one.
Why are you calling home? I'm not at home.
You're in a home, but when you come to Peace Village, to this home,
Yeah, you should say come when you come to, but I am at home, right?
you are
This is
always
the
home. Everywhere's your home. Right.
That's also your home, everyone's home.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Nice to talk.
Nice
Om
to
Shanti.
meet you, Didi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So tomorrow is Monday and our schedule from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening 5 to 5:15 p.m. Avikti Children Malay class 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series and chit chat. Now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.